morning, everybody. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been playing the drums since 1998. Most of it's been rudimental, in concert, and then a very small percentage on drumkit. Today, I'm going to be practicing, and in these practice streams, all 350 plus of them, you can find timestamps in the description to show what I was practicing or what I was talking about. I've got multiple chats up across different platforms, even on the home tab, or the home hub is on YouTube. But you can chat with me in multiple different places. People often ask me some questions because I've been drumming for so long and because I've taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student. I have a wide range of experiences that people will kind of question or ask questions about. And so I will often edit those down into a more refined response and put it into this playlist that has over a dozen hours of free drumming tips. It's my drumming tips playlist. Now, the videos that say members first are scheduled to release for free. Like this one comes out on Friday. I'm going to make another one today that'll come out next Friday, so stay tuned for those. But there's over 460 some odd videos that are currently members first. A new play along every single day for more than a year. That's scheduled to release at the moment. So if you want early access to that, you can sign up for membership, but just know you don't need to sign up for it to get access to all my content. There's over 2,000 play alongs on my home tab of YouTube. I've also got gaming and computer science stuff. But if you click on the header for the drumming content, this shows you the 2,000 plus different technique exercises, chop exercises, grid variations, drum charts, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is great and all, but it's not organized as neatly as I'd like to be able to because YouTube's kind of constrained with that. So the first link at the top of every one of the play-alongs takes you to here. So this is jaredoleary.com/drums. This is my website. I've got a bunch of other content on here, but if you just focus on the drum stuff, it takes you to this page. So we've got 62 chop exercises organized neatly. We've got over 1,000 grid variations. There's 419 for triplet, 577 for 16th note, and 36 wacky ones like Herta grid and taps only grid. We've also got over 150 timing exercises. I'm going to spend a lot of time today in this particular playlist, and then maybe I'll be able to get into some of these charts. There's 55 charts, both straight and swung. But today, I'm going to be going through the first couple of steps in how to develop limb independence. So if you don't know how to do that, check out this video. It shows a very thorough approach that I use to work on stuff. And because I'm working on a new pattern today, I'm going to have to go all the way back down to the first step on this. There's over 400 marching bass exercises. There's a little under 400 technique exercises. And then there's all the drumming tips playlists. There's the playlist for all the live streams. There's some scripted videos. There's some non-sponsored pad reviews, etc. Now, if you're like, this is a lot of content, yes, you're right. There is a link at the very top right here that says start here if you don't know where to practice. That has timestamps in the description to help you like figure out what to work on. But in general, if you go into like the technique stuff and you're like, I want to work on endurance and speed, check out this playlist. I think there's 60 videos in there. If you want to work on improving rudiment, check out the rudiment builders. Or if you want to work on your triplet rolls, check this playlist out. Lots of content here to keep you busy. Now, I am going to work on a new pattern today. And this new pattern is difficult for me. So I need to get motivated with Shia LaBeouf to help me out here. So Shia, help me get motivated to learn limb independence. Ideally. All right, here we go. Shia. Do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Oh, yeah, thanks, Shia. I am so ready to work on limb independence now. Now, the pattern that I'm working on is pattern. Thank you for the likes on YouTube. The pattern I'm working on is number 33, and this is out of Dom Moyo's book, which is called 50 Ways to Syncopation. I highly recommend this book. It is fantastic. Dom doesn't know I'm promoting this. He's a good dude, phenomenal drummer, and he's got some really good books. I've got the majority of them. But the pattern that I'm doing, it's a Samba pattern, okay? So the Samba pattern, number 33, with the feet. This is a slow version of it. Now, we've played a lot of patterns in here, like, so 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, or even 1 E and 2, 3, and 4, 1 and 2, and 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, and 3 and 4. Okay, those ride patterns are fine, but the one that I'm going to work on today is a 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and. So basically you're going from the cymbals. So it's like playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just constant eighth notes on there. Okay, while going boom, tick, boom, boom. Now, I don't have this pattern into my, for lack of a better term, muscle memory yet. So we're going to go all the way back down to the beginning of how I would work on this. And I'll show you the raw nitty-gritty of how I practice this kind of stuff. And if you don't want to stick around for that, that's okay. I've got thousands, multiple thousands of videos that you could check out that might be more interesting. Now, I'm going to work out of the eighth note timing playlist. And a lot of them are members first, but they're all scheduled to release, I promise. Like this one comes out in a couple of days, I think. Or maybe it's this one. I forget. I don't know. There's hundreds of them. But I'm going to actually work out of this one, number 5. So this is a very basic pattern where you're just essentially shifting, you're permutating, how you describe it, the rhythm over by an eighth note. So it starts off on 1, and then it's on the and of 1. And then on the next measure, it's on 2. And then it's on the and of 2. And so just keep shifting it all the way across here. And then instead of playing one note, you play 2 notes. So you play 1 and. And then it shifts it over. So and 2. And then it shifts it over. 2 and. And it does this for 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. And it keeps going. 6, 7s, all the way up to 8s where you're just playing straight eighth notes. Okay? So nothing fancy here. Very basic way to work on just getting your limbs to be able to kind of work together for this. So I'm going to turn on my metronome, not at 175. Silly metronome. You want people to hear it, but it's there, I promise. It's a thing. Always use a met, or practice the music, or one of these play-alongs, whatever you need to do. Okay. Beep, bop, bop, bop. Okay, so this is a very slow samba, more like a bossa nova speed, but I'm trying to, work this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit with one measure at a time until I feel comfortable playing it with this, and then I'll move on to the next one. Getting a flam. I'm trying to fix that. Better. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna try the twos, starting with the very first part of that. I'm trying to do at least 4 measures, and then if it's like not comfortable yet, doesn't feel good, or sounds flammy, or the coordination's not there, then I'm sitting with it longer. 1, 2, here we go. Luis, hello. Sounds weird. Huh. It just feels like there's like a big gap between the second snare and the next cymbal. Now, when learning these, if you're not able to do all 4 limbs, just go to one thing, one ostinato, and once you get that down, add in another limb, in this case, the other hand, and then you can eventually add in the other stuff. Starting over. Alright, now the last line. Okay, so that's the 1s and the 2s. Now we're going to try the next page. So this gets more complicated. In this case, it's just adding in an 8th note onto what you played previously, and again, shifting it over, permutating it by 1 8th note while doing this, while trying to keep the ostinato going. trying the second line. Nope. I was changing the ride pattern. So the weird part is that you have one and both, and then an isolated there. So it's important to just sit there and just keep repping stuff over and over. You got to get your brain time to process, to strengthen the neural connections and whatnot between what the hands are doing rhythmically. Coffee ASMR. But it's a grind. It's a grind. Ooh, that one's weird. So this is the second measure of the second line. We'll go on 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 on the right, on the ride. So, bum, 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 bum. Turn off the metronome, it's annoying. Dum, 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 That's weird. No. Okay, let's try the metronome again. Swing and a miss. Okay, now I'm going to go back a measure. I'll try that for a few reps, and then I'll go back into the measure that I was just playing, see if I can transition from them. Okay, those last couple actually felt way better. The other ones. All right, I'm going to come back to this, but I want to make sure I stretch and massage. I'm like 24 minutes into this. So we're going to do that, and then I will resume with the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, 7s, and then the 8s with just straight 8th notes. So I'm going to give myself like a little mental break here. It's important to take those. When practicing, if you just grind through it the entire time, you'll lose your focus. Losing your focus makes it so you can't be as productive, as effective, as efficient with your practicing. So this is going to count as like a mental reset for me. And let me go back here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm. Ooh, that feels so good. You could also do 2 fingers at a time and 2 fingers at a time if you want a deeper stretch. You could do this on your drum or on a wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. So the goal is to stretch the underside of the forearm. I'm just going to hold it here like this. It feels great. And then after a while, switch to the other arm. So it's stretching the underside, under here. That's the goal. Yeah. Now I'm going to stretch the top side, so you could do it like this. So you're pulling the fingers toward you. Do 2 fingers at a time, 2 fingers at a time. You could do this like this on your legs. It goes twice as fast. You could do it on the wall. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch. I think I did that in yesterday's stream. I forget. Alternate between like a rudimental bass stream and then a drum kit stream. So yesterday was technique. We're working on transitioning from the singles to the doubles. I was trying to work through some issues with my left thumb contact point. Now I'm going to stretch the fingers. Woo-wee. There's a full like 2 or 3 minute video breakdown of stretches and massages that I recommend with explanations of how to do it with better camera angles. So if you want to see that, it's under the drumming lessons playlist. And it's called This Hand Routine Saved My Drumming. So I highly recommend that one. Checking it out. If you'd like to learn more about this routine. Now we're going to do a massage with the thumb and the fingers underneath. Was I learning that wrong? No. Okay. It's like, is that a foot only thing? The thing that I was working on 2 days ago, one of the patterns, I was second guessing if I was supposed to play that with the right hand on the hi-hat or if the left foot was supposed to play the shup. A shup is like a kind of an open hi-hat. It's another way to call it. Or I call both. Open hi-hat, shup. The splashy thing. Although there's a splash cymbal, so maybe not that. All right, so we're massaging the larger part of the arms. You might need to massage your biceps, your triceps, your triceps, your biceps. But now we're going to massage the hands. So we're working from larger to smaller, from up the arm, down the arm, trying to relax our way through it. If you have tension up in your shoulders, that'll creep into your upper arms. The tension in your upper arms creeps into your forearms. Tension in your forearms will creep into your hands, which creeps into your fingers. And then eventually you will release the chakra as a kamehameha. So please be careful with that. It is a very dangerous approach. This is why you got to stretch and massage. Otherwise, you might accidentally blow a hole through a mountain. So, don't do that. And the last thing I'm going to do is a massage from base to tip of each one of the fingers. I like to take a mix of being completely serious and completely unserious with the same delivery. It makes me laugh. Especially like when I used to teach in the classroom and it would just go right over some students' heads and they're like, wait, are you being serious? You can do a kamehameha? No. I have not mastered that technique yet. Give me time though. I'm Krillin. I will learn. I gotta put the turtle shell on my back. Okay, so now we're going to resume with the 4s. Boop. Turn on the mitt. So we're at 140. I don't know if you can hear it. It's there. All right. So the pattern again that I'm working on, in case you're just now joining, is a samba pattern. It's very slow right now because I'm trying to learn it. But you're playing 1 and 3 in, and 1 and 3 in, while doing the samba feet and plating through the pattern. Next. Okay, so I want to alternate between just the ostinato pattern, this pattern, and then the patterns that are on here, so I can like go into it after just the ostinato, so I can check to make sure that I'm not adjusting the ride pattern. Ooh. Ah. So the and of 1, I'm sometimes leaving out on the ride. So that's what I'm trying to correct for, adjust. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, now the next line, so the second line of the 4s. Let's try that second measure of that next line again. Nope. My hand keeps wanting to go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a instead of 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, a 1E. It keeps wanting to switch because I'm used to playing like that pattern with different Latin grooves and whatnot. We're learning. Let's try the next one. that again. Last measure of the fourth line. Jared O'Leary. That's me. I've been summoned. Okay, now let's try the fives. Wish me luck. Oof. What not is you? Nice to meet you. Hajimemashite. Just kidding. You've been here for a while. 1, 2, here we go. Ah! Yeah, so like when I'm playing this, I'm leaving off the and of 1 on the ride. I gotta, not do that. Flawless. I switched over a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... No. That's what we're trying to do. Or you could play... You can do all sorts of fun stuff with the bell, but we're not there yet. We're just trying to figure out how to play it normally. 1, 2, here we go. Okay, let me try it with just the hands. Yeah. Ends with the double stop. I think I need more coffee. My brain is starting to give up. Okay. Turn on the fan. Getting warm in here. All right, let's try the fives again from the first phrase. Already screwed up the Austin. as I almost lose my stick. Ugh. Do I know AC/DC? I haven't listened to AC/DC in a long time, but this is a very different drumming stream than what you normally see from other people, where they do like covers and stuff. So on my channel, I've got literally like thousands of practice resources, and so on these streams, I'm like sharing how I'm practicing with them. So this is like one of the thousands of free resources. So I don't do covers because of copyright. But I'm learning a new limit independence pattern, a 1 and 3 and in the ride with the samba in the feet, and so this is me trying to grind through it. Thank you for asking though, Don. Ugh. Nope. You're tired? Yeah. It takes practice. Hence why, I'm practicing. I just practice publicly. Working on the stuff I'm not good at yet. Emphasis on the yet. The fact that I can play the pattern and respond to you right now is an improvement. Granted, my left hand is not cooperating, but Nice! Now double it, and then you also know 12/8. Got a lot of 12/8, 4/4 exercises on my channel's home tab. Literally thousands of them. For free! I keep screwing it up. Let me subtract the feet. And let's focus on my hands. So you know another Jared? Nice. Nope. Let me turn off the net. Let's slow this down. Nope. Yes, it's the 8th note lining up. Bump, bump, bump. The isolated one on 2. Boom, boom. So weird. Phone alarm's going off. Okay, thanks. Cool. Easier with a metronome? I've got a metronome. I have it off right now because I slowed it down. But I was just using it a second ago. You're a YouTuber? Nice. Me too. What kind of YouTube do you YouTube? Metronome back on. Nice. That's cool. I do mostly drumline stuff. And I'm learning drum kit stuff. Alright, let's try it with the feet. This measure is giving me difficulty. Better. Still not great, but better. Let's try it again. Alright, let's try the next measure. We'll come back to that one here in a little bit. Okay, that's better. Alright, so the last measure of the first line of the 5, so the second to last line. I will keep wanting to add in a downbeat on 1. Don't do that. On the snare. Okay, now we're going to do the last line. Nope. Keep screwing up the right hand. Trying to get it onto Austin's autopilot. Austin autopilot. New word. Gravity works. We're nice and relaxed with our technique. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Okay, so this measure that I'm playing right now is just like the one that was giving me difficulty right above it. Now it's on the second half of the beat instead of the first. Yikes. Okay. We sort of made it through the 5s. Struggle bust our way through. Now we got the last page of this. So 6s, 7s, and then just straight 8th notes, which, that one I think we should be able to play fairly easily. Okay, so now we're really focusing on the spacing rather than what we're doing with the left hand. So it's more focusing on when the left hand is not playing rather than when it is playing. That's the ostinato. Let's try the second measure. It's so hard. Again, you can do this. Huh, it's the hands again are what's screwing me up. Doom, boom, 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 huh. Nope. Yeah, so as soon as I played it, I played a single note on the downbeat, so I could play 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, which is what I'm used to playing for this. But that's, you know, not what we're doing here. 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and. Ugh. So the left hand like rhythmically this is like super simple, but playing the syncopated right hand after having so much time playing a different right hand pattern, it's really messing with my brain. Okay, let's try the first measure of the sixes. Try the second measure. Does better, I think. I couldn't tell if it screwed up the ostinato in the right hand or not. I will pass you. All right, let's try going on a measure of 3. Okay, measure 4. Perfect. Again. Okay, so I'm on the second line of the first measure. Nope. It's like the 4th time I've done that. I just missed a cymbal and drop goes the stick. I'll try it again. So I'm on the second line of the 6s. Measure 2. So one of the things that you can do is like mentally play through the rhythm and see if you can even get that down. If you can, cool. Then maybe you can move on. Otherwise, sit with it. Sing it in your head or even out loud. It's screwing up my right hand, so stop doing that. Hold on. Phone alarm's going off. Need to turn off the comment on this thing. Didn't realize that this was releasing right now, but it is. Doot 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 doot. Yep, and then that, and then we do that. Okay, sorry. One more second. This is giving my head, my brain a little break. Which actually works out in my favor. Success. Okay. We did it. Okay, so I'm on the second measure of the second line. Ooh, that's rough. Forget about leg day? Yeah. Well, what's funny is this is actually slow. We're going under tempo because we're learning how to play this pattern. But a normal samba, like when you're playing it, and then you play like something. So there's a lot with the foot. We're going under tempo because we're trying to learn how to play this new right hand ostinato. So we're like bossa nova speed. Leaving off a note. Ah! Let me try the last measure of this. Well, if you go to, so if you want to work on like your endurance with your feet, if you go to the link that's at the top of each one of the play-alongs, underneath the technique exercises, if you scroll past all of these other exercises, the endurance and speed could be a great way to work on your feet. So like I just got a double kick a couple months ago. So some of the stuff that I was working on was like these chug variations with like hertas. So like chug with hertas. It's annoying. But you just playing through this slow and going through that and eventually getting faster. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can work on for the foot. So specifically the endurance and speed. Or if you go back here again and you go down to the technique section, like stick control, there's a ton of variations of stick control in here. 14 different variations, and all the members' first ones are coming out for free, so you don't have to pay for that. But if you just play this with your foot, like stick control with filler, or the advanced stick control with filler, if you play through this, not just with your hands, but play it with your feet, obviously slower than that, because, well, at least for me, my feet aren't great, but the timestamps in here, you can go as slow as 20 beats a minute, or as fast as 160, and every click in between. So you can be like, okay, I want to work up my double bass starting at like 80 or something. You love double bass? Yeah, so check out some of the endurance and speed stuff. Try it with your feet. Highly recommend it. But anyways. All right, let's try the sevens again. So here, 8th note timing. I'm going to the 5th one. And we're on the sevens. So next time, what I'll try and do is like actually like read through this stuff as opposed to just sitting there one measure at a time. We'll try and actually use the play along, and then eventually we'll be able to get to the chart so I can do some short long with it. So like the short long stuff, like what you normally do is ding ding ding, and you put like short like on the snare, and put the long like on the bass drum, stuff like that. So eventually we want to be able to do that with this new ostinato pattern, where I can just read through all the charts with the left hand. But I'm not there yet. We're learning. Okay, trying the sevens. And nope, I screwed up the right hand. Okay, so it releases without hitting on the right as well. Nope. Nope. I keep screwing up my right hand. Okay, let's try the second measure. I switched the Asana pattern. See? This is what I'm supposed to be doing, not that one. That's one I'm more familiar with. I think my brain is mush on this one. But Don, since you were saying that you do some rock stuff, so like a lot of the patterns that are in here, either the 8th note permutations or even like the 16th note exercises in here, if you're to play, like read through these with your feet, you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. So like play all of this on the bass drum, or play all of this one on the bass drum. Like there's a ton of different patterns to play through. And so you can play like basic stuff, just like even 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and just read it. Oops. It's supposed to be on the 4. My bad. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. So like reading through these different patterns are a great way to like work on different stuff, but you don't have to keep it like basic like that. You could also do something more complicated, so you could be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you can read everything on the bass, and you can make up stuff with your left hand, fill in if you want, but you just do like a basic D pattern. Or you could even do like some paradiddle variations, so like paradiddle, pa-da-da left. Etc. So there's a lot of that found in Dom's book, 50 Ways of Syncopation, but then also these 2 books, Gary Chester, New Breed 1 and 2. Highly recommend them. Most of Dom's stuff is like Latin jazz with some funk and rock and whatnot in there, but Gary Chester's, a lot of it is more applicable to rock. And you can practice those using their charts or using the charts that are on my website. So if you want a link to everything, since they're on the vertical, it's there, and that can take you to the limb independent stuff. But to find Dom's and Gary's book, if you go to the tips and lessons section, there's this first link. This will take you to /gear on my website. And there's a bunch of different drum kit books in here that I recommend. So the one that I've been working out of today is this one, and specifically just one pattern, trying to get the 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and on the pattern down. But Gary's got a bunch more stuff that you could do, like with the ride patterns and whatnot, or hi-hat, however you want to do it. But my brain is mush after more than an hour of trying to play through this. So this was a very difficult pattern for me to work on. As I was mentioning a couple days ago when Tyler was asking about how we develop limb independence, I don't have the what's called a schema, or more like vernacular way, like a muscle memory developed for this one yet. So if like we're playing like Bayonne, I've got the right hand down here, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, but then that's what we were working on today, and I don't have that one yet. So we'll get there though, and then eventually you want to be able to do Ianda. I can't even do it. So we'll work on that one in the future as well. But all of these play-alongs, you can either find them on my YouTube channel. Let's see. Here. So if you're on the YouTube channel, if you go to the home tab, we've got literally over 2,000 play-alongs in here. Drumming, gaming, computer science stuff. Just click on the header here, and it'll expand and show you all of these play-alongs. But because I can't organize it neater than this on YouTube, the very first link at the top of each one of these play-alongs, when you're like selecting whatever BPM you want to find more exercises, just go to here, jaredleary.com/drum. And then we've got everything organized neater. This video right here, if you go into the timestamps, it shows you like all the different things that you could work on, different exercises to work on your flams or your rolls or your speed and endurance or whatever. But there's 62 chop exercises organized there. There's over 1,000 grid variations. We got 419 that are triplet, 577 that are 16th note, 36 that are some wacky grid variations, like Herta grid. Over 150 timing exercises. There's 55 drum charts, straight and swung. There's the video that shows what I was working on today, like how I'm trying to develop this. I was like on the first couple of steps of this process, but this shows you how I work on more advanced steps to like read these charts. So check that out. There's over 400 marching bass stuff, and then there's just under 400 technique exercises. So if you want to work on your accent taps, check out this playlist. If you want to work on transitioning between different timing rhythms and whatnot, check out the timing transitions. And then there's also over a dozen hours of free drumming tips, all the 350 plus live streams with timestamps showing what I was working on, and then woo, it's just like opened up an incognito window on accident. And then there's a bunch of like scripted lessons and pad reviews and whatnot. If you enjoy this content, just share it with somebody else. Engage with it. Press like if you want to on YouTube, whatever. Just use the content. Have fun with it. Try and improve like I was trying to do today. But my brain is mush. We'll continue to work on this on Friday, I think is the next drum kit stream. But tomorrow, we're going to be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows for the first time. Comes out tomorrow. So no gaming stream today, but we'll be back tomorrow with drumming and gaming. At least that's the plan as of this moment. But I appreciate you all stopping in. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope you enjoy using these thousands of free resources. Just remember, all the ones that say members first are scheduled to release. There's over 460 of them, so more than a year's worth of daily content. So stay tuned, and I'm going to be working on more here later on this week. But I'm going to call it. So hope you have a good day, and goodbye.